There are times when life feels harder than we ever imagined. The phone rings and your world changes. You lose someone, you lose your job, you lose yourself. Everything feels upside down. You can't breathe. You wonder, how do I keep going? How do I stay calm when everything is falling apart? You're not alone in asking those questions. Centuries ago, a man named Marcus Aurelius, he was a Roman emperor. He sat with the same questions. He faced betrayal, death, war and pressure we can't even imagine. And yet, he found stillness. He didn't run from hardship. He stood in it, steady, reflective, and present. He didn't do this with motivational speeches. He did it with writing simple truths to himself. He wrote truths on reminders of how to stay rooted when the wind howls. What Marcus Aurelius left behind became the heart of Stoic philosophy. It is a quiet strength that speaks to us today. Here are 14 Stoic practices you can lean on when the world breaks your heart. Control what you can, let go of the rest. Marcus Aurelius said, and I quote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." You can't stop the diagnosis. You can't control whether they leave or they stay. One thing you can do is, you can decide what you believe about yourself in the middle of it. That's where your power lies. It lies in the space between what happens to you and how you respond. When you feel helpless, return to this question. What part of this can I control right now? Even if it's just your breathing, start there. Begin each day with preparedness. Marcus Aurelius said, "Today, you will meet people who are selfish, rude, and jealous." This wasn't negativity, it was preparation. The Stoics believed that if you expect life to be difficult, you won't be surprised, and you won't be thrown off course as well. So when someone lets you down, you can say, "I knew this was possible, but I choose peace anyway." Pause before you react. Not everything needs your energy. Not every insult deserves your response. Sometimes, the strongest thing you can do is wait. Count to 10. Go for a walk. Say nothing. This isn't weakness. It is wisdom. Accept what has already happened. Acceptance doesn't mean approval. It means not arguing with reality. It is so easy to say, "This isn't fair. This shouldn't have happened." Stoicism teaches that once something has happened, it belongs to the past. Wishing it away won't bring peace. So instead, try asking, "Now that this has happened, what do I do next?" That's where your future begins. Stay grounded in the present moment. You're not in the past, and you're not in the future. Right now is the only place you can breathe, act, and heal. So bring your mind back to this breath, this sound, this heartbeat. The Stoics knew peace isn't in control, it's in the present. Take the next small step. Some days you won't be able to fix the whole problem, but you can get out of bed. You can make tea. You can send one email. You can get through the next 10 minutes. And sometimes, that's enough. Progress doesn't always look like winning. Sometimes, it looks like surviving. and surviving gracefully. Detach from outcomes you can't own. You can't force someone to love you. You can't guarantee success. You can only give your best and then let go. If you did your part with honesty and effort, let the outcome unfold. The Stoics believe that peace comes when you are anchored in your effort, not your results. Act according to your values, not your moods. You may feel angry, bitter, scared, but what kind of person do you want to be? That's your anchor. Even if someone hurts you, remain kind. Even if life feels unfair, stay honest. Even if no one sees your effort, stay true. Don't let your emotions define your identity. Do you want to recognize yourself as someone who is angry, bitter, or scared? No, don't let that win. Stay true to yourself. You're more than that. Journal your inner world. Marcus Aurelius wrote in private. He didn't write for applause, but for clarity. You can do the same. Let me suggest some of the questions you can use to fill in your journal. These questions I'm about to ask you can be a guide on how you can fill in your journal. You can write, what am I feeling right now? What am I afraid of? What do I still have control over? What do I want to remember tomorrow? You'll be amazed at how much peace lives in your own pen. Journaling can be magic. Give it a try if you haven't. Practice memento mori. Remember, you will die. It's not morbid. It's a reminder to stop wasting time on things that don't matter. We chase perfection, money, revenge, and forget that life is too short. When you remember your time is limited, you let go faster, you love deeper, you forgive more often, you live with clarity. Train your body and mind in simplicity. The Stoics practice voluntary discomfort through fasting, cold baths, walking without shoes. The Stoics didn't practice all this to suffer, but they did it to prove they could. You can try this. Skip a luxury for a week. Turn off your phone at night. Walk instead of driving. Eat simply. You'll find peace in what you don't need. You'll remember, I can survive discomfort. I don't need the world to be perfect. Be of use even when you're hurting. Pain can make us self-focused, but healing often begins when we help someone else. Send a kind message. Hold the door. Listen without judgment. Give when you can. Even while grieving, you can be generous. And in that generosity, a part of you begins to rise again. Don't let praise inflate you or criticism crush you. You're not your followers. You're not your failures. You're not the job you lost. You're not the approval you never got. You're something quieter, something truer. Marcus Aurelius led an empire but reminded himself daily. He always said to himself, and I quote, I am a man, I will die, must be humble. So, be proud of your work, but don't let your identity depend on applause. Return to yourself daily. This isn't about being unshakable. It is about coming back to the center again and again. So breathe, reflect, read something through, sit in silence. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to return. Life will shake you, that's guaranteed. But it doesn't have to break you. You can become still, even in the storm. You can learn to bend, but not snap. You can be kind, even when you're in pain. That's what Stoicism teaches. Not coldness, not numbness, but calm strength, quiet courage, and deep inner trust. And if today is hard, just remember this. You are not failing, you are growing. And no matter how dark it feels, you are still here, still breathing, still choosing peace. Keep going. Your strength is deeper than you know. I'm sending you love always.